I do want to go right into what are the Steelers doing? Because
I tell
Aaron
you what,
Rodgers.
man,
Go
they're
ahead.
wasting their time, bro. They just waiting to get a quarterback next year, bro. Let's just be real. Um, we all knew Mason Rudolph wasn't gonna start for the Steelers, so like we all knew they were going to just try to get Aaron Rodgers. But the thing is, it's just like first you had DK Metcalf and you had George Pickens, but George
Yeah.
Pickens is on the Cowboys now. You know what I'm saying? But it's just like okay, you get rid of George Pickens, and now Steelers fans are like, whoa, all right. So we get rid of George Pickens. We still don't have a quarterback. You don't get Shadur. You don't get any of the quarterbacks in the draft except for Will Howard from Ohio State. Hopefully he develops into somebody, but you never know. You know what I'm saying? That's the thing. You never know. I mean, he was okay in college, but he wasn't flashy. You know what I'm saying? So it's just kind of like he's not like going to be that crazy NFL type of player that they're going to have. So they're going to have to draft another quarterback. Aaron Rodgers, you get Aaron Rodgers, bro. He's 41 years old, bro. Like he needs to retire. He's honestly hurting his resume to be in the Hall of Fame. To be honest with you,
I mean,
but
he's in there.
it's just
He
like
ain't not gonna be in there. He gonna be in there. It's kind of just rough. It's kind of what happened.
yeah,
He's in there for sure. He has multiple
yeah.
MVPs. He gonna be in there. It would have been a lot better
He just
looking.
need to get it done.
Yeah,
Yeah,
he's
bro.
hurting
He just need to
first
finish, bro.
ballot. He's hurting that a little bit. Yeah,
Yeah.
Nick, I'm kind of like with you. The way I see it, and I thought the Steelers had a really good opportunity, but I think the pride of ownership and like the whole, like we never have a losing season with Mike Tomlin. I think that's coming into play a little bit, and it's like, all right,
Mm.
well, it really was facing them, looking them in the face of having a losing season with Mason Rudolph and getting rid of like all these offensive pieces, and now you got the whole contract thing going on with TJ Watt, and and it's like the
Yeah.
real good opportunity if you're really forward thinking, you're like, all right, well, TJ Watt, obviously he's gonna be good and it's gonna hurt,
Yeah.
but we're a defensive team, so like you gotta think of it this way, like we should be able to, invest more in offense because we know just by coaching and by,
Mm-hmm.
culture, we'll be okay on defense. Like we'll be able to improve. We have a better chance of being better on defense with lesser talent than we do being better on offense because we're a defensive team. Our culture, history has always been being defense, and so with that, and Tom being a defensive coach, like
Yeah.
they don't develop quarterbacks like that. And to be honest, I mean, Will Howard's there, but I'm like, I'm not optimistic that he's going to be anything because
Exactly.
what proof did they have of them developing quarterbacks? Even I mean,
No
Ben
proof.
wasn't that late of a quarterback pick, so he was a better prospect going out. So
Mm-hmm.
of course, I mean, Bradshaw, a way better prospect. So the opportunity was there, especially next year, we're having a really big quarterback draft and all these great quarterbacks
Was
coming
the
in.
opportunity there? Who were they going to take at that pick?
What are you saying?
You saying the opportunity was there this past year?
No, I'm saying next year. Next year, the
Next year.
opportunity's there. If say like they just let it play out. They made a few trades, got some more picks. You know,
What
how
quarterback are you taking that you think is going to be a guy? Because I don't think Arch comes out.
we'll see
You
that.
got Drew Aller, Garrett Nussmeier, LSU, Sam
What,
Levitt, Arizona State,
what about that guy
Nico.
in South Carolina?
All right, I'll give you him.
So he's pretty good.
Yeah,
And then
Lenore Sellers.
Sellers, yeah.
Yeah,
mhm.
Lenore
I'm,
Sellers.
I'm
Do you
like
think he's a top guy?
I
Like
still believe it.
if he was in the draft with Caleb Williams
That's a
and
different draft
Jaden
we're talking about.
Daniels,
We're talking
if
about
he
this
was
year's
in this
draft.
draft,
We're talking about
yeah,
this
but
year's
I'm
draft.
comparing. I'm comparing. It's
Hey,
about value.
in 2 years though, for sure, there's gonna be some good quarterbacks in 2 years. You got
With Art,
Arch, you got DJ Lagway,
yeah.
you got what's that other guy? No, he has 3 more years. I'm thinking about the quarterback who's at Michigan now.
Oh yeah. He
We'll
didn't
see.
start yet, Nick. I
Yeah, he
mean,
got
my
3 more
thing
years.
is, you knew there wasn't a quarterback this year that you're going to get. Next year, I mean, you have a better chance next year. If you weren't confident about this
Mm-hmm.
year, I mean, are you just going to try to stay, the same? Like you're not making vast improvements, staying middle of the pack in draft, and that's kind of what my
Mm-hmm.
thought is. I'm like, yeah, it might hurt to lose like that, but I'm like, all right, well, you're giving away Pickens. You know, you already let Najee walk, and I'm like, all right, well, it's time to restructure, regroup, get you some more
Start over.
young stars, and then start developing your offense a little bit more. I mean, that's just kind of the way I see it. But I mean, where they're at right now, like I said, I think it's just more so. Say they even make it to the playoffs, they're not beating Patrick Mahomes as a wild card team. They're not beating Josh Allen as a wild card team. I mean, it's just not happening. Like,
I mean, Baltimore right there in their division.
Baltimore, like Cincinnati,
The
they forget about
Bengals.
Cincinnati.
The Bengals.
That's another mess too.
They got a mess too.
They're kind of messing around
contract.
too, but still, I mean, I don't see them beating them, especially when it gets to a shootout. So it's kind of like, like what are you like? What are you doing? Like, where are you really advancing yourself to being a Super Bowl team? Like you always, pride yourself on. Now it's starting to be a big drought.
Mediocre.
So
yeah,
we'll see. There's not a clear plan. You bring Tomlin's still there, and it's not like Tomlin's going to be in a position where they're going to let him be the guy to restart a team, right? So it's usually that's when you get rid of the coach. It's kind of it feels like the same lame duck situation the Cowboys are just in with Mike McCarthy, where they didn't really want to keep him, but they never want to rebuild. Those franchises are similar in that way, where they never do a full rebuild because Tomlin's going to get you to 500. I mean, every time. Steelers never want to be bad, but you need to be bad to get one of these quarterbacks unless you're going to make a trade. And then you got T.J. Watt, Cam Hayward, this very lopsided view of veterans who have been around. So, I mean, we'll see. If I'm them and it starts looking funky, T.J. Watt could definitely, if they don't get a deal, he's not going to play. He might be a trade target, go to a team who's going to be looking to do something, before the trade deadline. Keep an eye on that. If they just end up going, it is what it is. They get rid of Tom and get out of that contract. Go for a rebuild. They go for one of these quarterbacks next year. Maybe they wait one more year. Everyone's going to be, trying to aim for Arch, that kind of deal. So we'll see. But it's interesting. But Aaron Rodgers going there, that doesn't really make sense. But I don't know who really wants him at this point, given the way
it's a waste of time. Yeah.
So, all right.